dear ones. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm live as well on Instagram. So if you see me looking up and down, that's because I have two cameras. So welcome to today's Multidimensional Lightworker show. We do have a show every week, same time, live every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending where you are in the world. And there's a replay also tomorrow. So welcome. Let me know who's there again. Hello, Ava. How you doing, my beautiful girl? How you doing? Let me know also here on Facebook. We're actually live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Today I made this connection, this weekly chat with you, available on multiple platforms. Usually I keep it for the group, my beautiful free membership called the Abundant and Aligned Lightworker. But once in a while, it happens like once a month or once every 2 months, I make it available to all, just for you guys to see what kind of conversations we have. So we are in the Lightworker vortex, the healer vortex. We're here really to expand our energy. So depending where you're at on your level of expression as a Lightworker, as a healer, you will always get something from today's connection. You will always feel that something is being unlocked. So I will talk a little bit, but we will also experience a live connection which will be completely channeled. Hello, Elizabeth. How you doing? So today's topic is all about transmuting the actual energies. Actually, I do feel that alchemizing your own energy and the interaction you have with the outside world is as important than developing your powers, marketing your services, talking about who you are, and exploring your gift. Self-care is so important. And every year does have its share of difficulties, of heaviness on an energetic level. So whether you watch this live or later in the year is not important. I do feel it should be a daily process, but at the least every week, make sure that you go through a process that allows you to clear what is stagnant within you and transmute. Transmute means that whatever you have connected to during the day, during the week, doesn't matter, over what period of time, but whatever you have absorbed and worked with, energetically speaking, has to be transformed into something that is positive, that is healing, that is moving you forward. Hello, Nina. Happy to see you here. So it is important. So I will just talk a little bit, but I will definitely lead us to a channeled activation to help us all feel that we should not keep whatever does not connect with our own energy. And there's a lot of times where we are observing, listening, interacting with our clients, with people, with our family, and we take more than we actually consciously are aware of. Hello, Sherry. How you doing? So today's activation and conversation, because I do invite you to share with me what you think about that and how you feel about, as today's topic is transmuting the external energies, is really, well, that's actually a question. How do you feel? Is there anything you feel is heavy for you right now? Because I know life is testing on. Light workers have a mission. The mission is really help the world move forward. Actually, every human does have a similar mission. Your presence here on earth is meant not only to elevate your soul, but also to bring others a lesson, something they can observe, something they can learn from. But as a light worker, you have another mission, is to remember your light, to remember your divine self, to remember that you have access to divine powers, whatever they are, healing, teaching in a different way that is innovative, whatever your mission is. You have a very unique way of expressing it. And sometimes it's quite exciting. And sometimes it feels heavy because you are entering in conflict with your surroundings. Sometimes it's through conversations you have with people. You're trying to tell them, you know, your version, your perspective on what a human is. So sometimes people just welcome this. They just drink your words. They're excited about it. And sometimes it's like, I don't believe in this. So just be aware that you will react in a certain way. You will process those energies, those conversations in a way that sometimes is a bit heavier, depending on what you're going through yourself and what the world is going through. So transmuting everything is important. A lot of people will enter your life and leave your life magically, and sometimes you kind of, push the process forward because you are moving forward. So today, and feel free to ask me questions if you have questions. My question, hello Kim, how are you doing? My question is, how do you feel? Just take a few seconds just to write, how do you feel energetically? It's important for you to assess how you feel today, whether you watch this live or as a replay, and let me know if it's a replay as well. But how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel you're holding energies that you cannot fully identify? Do you feel that you're holding your own energy, but you're not too sure where it's coming from? Like, you have your own fears, you have your own worries, you have your own doubts about life, about your work, about your powers, that too. So what I hear here, and I'm waiting for Instagram people to let me know a bit about what they're experiencing right now. But Sarah says, yes, tired and heavy. Yes, ascension. Yeah, ascension process can sometimes be difficult, whether it's with children or adults. But we're all shifting, and we're all shifting, even the ones who are resisting the shift. Some people don't even know what the shift is. I mean, even if you're not aware of the awakening process that most spiritual people are going through, we're all going through this because life is going through this. So somebody on Instagram says that, yes, their abdomen is feeling heavy. So you're probably processing something or digesting something, something that you're trying to filter, process, integrate, like the nutrients. I keep the best for me and reject what is not good for me. So yes, your gut system will definitely be. Also, trust your body. Your body is probably one of the strongest monitor, the strongest communicator in terms of energy being out of balance. Your body is the intuition, the way you feel intuition. When you feel a desire to create a masterpiece or to create some kind of whatever processes, a new dish, whatever you feel like creating it doesn't come here first. It comes in the body, and usually you'll feel it in your heart, in your solar plexus. That may include the digestive system, but you will feel that there's a pressure, a tension, and it needs to be released. Sleeping is also an issue. And yes, I hear you. I definitely hear you. So once you're clear about what you need to release, and sometimes you don't have to be clear around what you need to release. Yeah, a lot of people are tired. I was tired for the whole week. I had a list of things to do, and I had a wonderful session previously with my students in the Abundant Lightworker group program. And it was all around abundance, but abundance from a a light worker's point of view, there's so many resistance we have around that abundance and trust that abundance is available to us. Every time we feel that we're lacking, we don't have enough, we are not connected, we're not on the right track, somebody does it better than us, or because somebody told you were not good enough, that's it, you're out of alignment. And then your body, your energy flow is kind of out of alignment as well. So right now is just try to be in the present moment. And I'm closing my eyes because it's also a reminder that instead of trying to tell you everything in a few minutes, just let's focus. Let's just focus on how we feel right now. And even if you cannot name what you're going through right now, even if your body's talking to you louder than your mind or your intuition, just know that your body is the intuition, is at least the first aspect of you that receives the guidance from your higher self. Then your mind is trying to give a certain order or trying to analyze or put that into a concept, or which is good too. But again, the body is the first filter, the information, the intuitive information is going through. But now we're trying to clear everything that is happening in the world. Not that we have the power, and we do at the same time. I should be careful with the words I'm using. We can make a difference if we can apply that vision onto ourselves. I mean, if you can take care of your own energy field, if you can really transmute, which is again taking whatever is entering in your field of awareness and keeping the best and releasing what is not serving you, then you're bringing yourself on a level of vibration that attracts more abundance, that attracts more possibilities, and that gives you a broader perspective of what is possible for you as a light worker, because a light worker is normally a little bit more sensitive than the majority of people. So it means that, I mean, like I just compare myself with my partner. When we watch the news, I try not too much, but he's watching the news. So I'm kind of, walking by and seeing what's happening in the world. And I'm like, no, why? No, why? So every time I need to bring back my frequency where it was without having to say, I am not looking at what's happening in that country because it's going to take me off balance. This is not how I do it. I want to be aware. Actually, this is where the test is for me. How can I be aware of what's happening in the world to people I love without being overwhelmed by their own stuff? Because people, mainly the ones you love, they will always try, most of the time unconsciously, to get you into their reality for you to feel the way they feel, because they believe that if you feel how they feel, you'll understand them better and maybe you'll be able to help them, which is not really true. Observe, feel, but the best way you can help is really to do it from your own perspective, feeling clear and energetically stable. So I see you guys are sending me a lot of messages, and I will read them. Don't worry about it, even if it's after. So yes, just you being present, and saying, okay, I'm aware this is happening. This is how I react to it. If it's pleasant, great. If it's giving you wings to move forward, great. Then you needed to be exposed to this. It's opening your eyes to possibilities and about yourself. But if it's depleting you and making you feel that you're not good enough, or other peoples are suffering, so who are you to enjoy a beautiful life in a beautiful place where it's safe, where you're healthy, and then you're starting to deplete yourself energetically, then it's human, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's totally human to want to help and to want to connect with other people, and you don't have to be a saint. It's not the goal here, but you just, as soon as you're aware and you're saying to yourself, I'm observing, I might be curious, I want to understand. I want to also understand the human's perspective on what is happening, but my way of dealing with it is to clear, and whatever you do in order to get out of something that feels a little bit, oppressive or difficult for you to deal with. It might be just to meditate, to work with people. I know that me working with people, with my students, light workers and healers, developing their gift. Like today, we had again a few sessions, but I had one with my beautiful group, and I could see one of them totally opening up. That's it. I'm ready. I'm sharing my gifts. Doesn't take much. That is feeding me. That is reminding me, Natalie, this is what you're here for. It doesn't matter if you had a belly ache a few hours before. That will transmute you. That will help you. Realign with your mission. And as soon as you're aligned, it's like when you do something you like, the pain dissipates, the worries are dissipating because you're in a flow of energy that is lifting you. You don't feel like you have to paddle hard in order to be on the top of the wave. You're at the top. You're doing what you like. So you're totally aligned. So again, be aware of what is depleting your energy. Do not expose yourself to people, to energies, even if it's people you love and you live with. Just know, yes, I hear you. Okay, I can help you. Let's do it. Look for solutions. Don't look to talk about the same topic over and over. It doesn't lead anyone anywhere. And same thing with topics and conversations. That is the first thing to do. But if ever you have been holding on to an energy that was a little bit heavy for a bit too long, then that's what we will do now. We will just clear it. And remember, we're not clearing it because it's yuck. We're clearing it because you're aware of it, and you don't need to keep it in your field anymore. If you keep it longer because you haven't learned the lesson, or you haven't dealt with it, whatever it is, then that's where pain and discomfort comes through. And again, we're not just dealing with our own stuff. The more you will develop your intuitive powers, the more you will sense things before they even appear. You will sense people you love being sick, being, energetically off before they even can name it. So again, be aware, do not absorb. That's very important, mainly when you'll work with people. And if you're already working with people, you need to know, will you always be protected? And the word protected is not a word I want to use very often, because you're not protecting yourself. Nothing can hurt you unless you keep it within you and you feed the beast. You really feed them. Oh, it's hurting me. I don't know. Just talking about it will feed the beast. But if you just be observing of what's happening now, and you say, okay, I feel off, I feel tired, I didn't sleep, my digestion's not good. When I deal with those people, it feels heavy. That's okay. There's things I can correct. I'm correcting them. There's things I can't because I need to interact with this. What do I do before and what do I do after? Whatever feels right. Actually, do you have any processes? Do you have any rituals where you feel that it helps you to deal with life, and then you can end your day with it, peacefully? Last week, I did also share, so please join the group. If you're not in my group on Facebook called the Abundant and Aligned Light Workers, please join in, because every week we have those activations and those chats. It's helping all of us. It's really helping us understand that we're not the only ones going through whatever is happening, that we are, we need to hold each other's hand and say, no, we're a team. We're just trying to clear all this, as a group. And when we're together, I don't know how you feel about it, but I know that when I work there, I see the difference when I channel alone for myself, which is great. But as soon as I have at least another person, two and more, It's great when the group is big and then you realize, oh my God, the shift is happening a lot quicker. So join the group, join my Facebook group for a weekly connection. So I was just waiting if you guys would share any of your rituals, but it can be meditation. It can be listening to, one of my podcasts. They're coming up, my podcasts. I'm like just recording them between sessions and all that. But soon, if you like just listening, and most of them are holding a channeled components. So whatever will be shared will also take you in a deep receptive mode. So I'll be ready very soon, but you will enjoy it. And it's actually as much for rising light workers, so people who are starting to play with their powers, as much as light workers who are professional and need to feel attuned and balanced and aligned with their life mission, ready to expand even more. But no comments. I think we're ready. So let's close your eyes, everyone. I'll just have a bit of water. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out until no more breath. Let's do this 2 more times. Actually, I'm guided to tell you that let's do a deep breathing process for an unlimited amount of time. I'll tell you when to stop. The energies I'm working with right now are telling me that I need to speak while you're deep breathing, because the energetic recalibration will happen through this. So again, deep inhale through the nose, and when you exhale through the mouth, make sure that you sigh it out completely and allow to really stretch out the breathing out and make it last a bit longer than the inhale. And let's do this until our belly feels soft, our heart is opening up, our mind is open and ready to receive any kind of information. Everything that was shared earlier is now entering, holding on to your cells as if you were coding something within you, as if you were allowing this information to speak to your body, to speak to your cells, the light language. The language of light that is held within the words I share. Transmuting energy is also being aware of the differences in energy and how people vibrate at different frequencies. Meaning, some people are always happy, some people are always negative, and most of the population is floating between one extreme to the other. And your ability as a light worker is to sense those fluctuations in others and in yourself. So let's start with the self. As soon as you accept how you respond to your own thoughts and feelings and external energies, and that these are not attacks, this is not a fight, this is not who's going to win, the good or the bad, the light or the darkness. It's all an observation of energies fluctuating based on external factors and your own reaction to it, your own mood. And within each interaction, of external energies and your own, there is a lesson. A lesson that can only be integrated, transmuted into an upgrade of your consciousness, of your understanding of how you function, is to observe, not reject, not deny, not blind yourself on what is happening, but simply telling yourself, I feel up today. What can I do with that energy? I feel totally revitalized. What can I do today with that energy? Or I feel tired today. I didn't sleep well. I had an unpleasant interaction with one or many people. My body needs to process. How can I help it? A bath, a ritual, an activation with Natalie, a walk, a conversation. The acknowledgement is the key to the transmutation. Acknowledging how you feel, not fighting the fact that it might be a bit different and not to your liking. Maybe you had plans and you have to postpone them because you feel, quote unquote, off. But you're not off, you're on. You're on track. And the misalignment, the unease you're experiencing right now is simply caused by your reaction to external realities and how much you hold on to the feeling of unease. What are you holding on right now that is not aligned with you anymore? Is it an old relationship, an old job? I have goosebumps, goosebumps coming through, so I know we're right on topic here. So is it a relationship? Is it a behavior? Is it a job? Is it a way of doing things? Is it a way of practicing your magic as a light worker? You have learned it this way and you don't want to get out of it because it feels safe. What if healing was to do it differently in your own way? So let that guidance flow through, and to send you in the next minutes, in the next hours, the answers to what you're holding on to that is being triggered every time you interact with external energies. Transmuting them is taking the best of the energies, even if they appear heavy, and make them help you realize who you are and at what level of growth you're at right now. If you respond very in a very sensitive way to what you see in the news, as an example, what is it connecting to? Is it your fear of rejection, a fear of being alone, a fear of lack of safety? Is it a fear of needing the system to support you? Is it the fear of suffering? Is it the fear of being happy while others are suffering? What is being triggered? All those emotional and energetic triggers that are making you feel off or indeed in need to be alchemized and transformed into a lesson. And right now, the lesson is learned. You can release. And let the next hour show you what you have learned, what you have integrated, and what can be let go of in order for you to see reality, the external reality, with open eyes and a positive lesson for you that you can apply in your daily reality. Take a deep breath in through the nose And release completely. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanking your higher selves. We had a collective here. Okay, I'm going to say again the name incorrectly. That's where Alderaban. Alderaban. I swear I will type it down. I'll swear I'll type it down. It seems that that's where I don't have dyslexia, at least in French I don't. Probably in English I do. I mix things up. But every time I work with this collective and I write it down, and still, anyways, I'll write it down. So we have worked with the collective and they were really wanting to empower us. Remember who you are. Remember your mission as a light worker. You have a gift, and that is the vector of change for you. Okay. I mean, we're all equal in terms of access to intuitive abilities, but some have a stronger mission, some have a stronger calling. And this is you guys. This is you and I. This is us. So let's answer the call. And if ever it feels off, go back to what feels good, whatever feels good for you, and just ask, what is off for me? What is out of alignment, that I feel triggered, that my body's reacting? Is there anything I need to shift? Because your body may alchemize things from outside. I know I hear that a lot in other channelers or healers, that our bodies, our beings are becoming the transducers, like the filtering system for external heavy energies. It comes through you and we filter it out, and then it's coming out all beautiful. That's the way of seeing it. But I definitely don't want you to feel that it is a duty of the light worker. You're not meant to absorb the negative and turn it into the positive. No, you're meant to see the light. You're meant to see the positive, and you're meant to mirror it back to people. Very different, okay? So you're not turning the negative, the heavy, the dark into the light, which means you would be using your own energy. That would tire you a lot. That would really exhaust you a lot. You look for the light, you attract the light, you integrate the light, you enjoy the light, you use the light, you heal yourself with the light, and you mirror it back. You show it to others. And how do you show it? Be yourself, share your gifts, develop your gifts, and be out there telling the world that it's time for us to upgrade our reality. Okay. There's a lot of work. I do agree, but it starts with us and slowly we expand. Whatever you do, guys, right now is amazing because you're shifting, and that shift will be an example. You will never fully measure how much you will influence others into feeling better and doing their best and improving themselves. There's no way to monitor all this. Some people might never express it. So do it for yourself, and then just be yourself authentically and follow the calling of being of service, whatever it is for you. Okay, there's no wrong or right. And that's it. So let me know if you have any questions or comments before I let you go. I hope also to see you next week. Remember that if you feel you need that little extra help to move you forward to your next expression of who you are as a light worker, whether you're a rising light worker and you're in need of help to develop your intuitive powers and you want to be clear around your life mission, or you're already somebody practicing professionally or as a hobby, and you need to have a clear vision how to use your powers, who you're supposed to work with, what your ideal process would be, I'm here to help you. I have different programs for the rising light workers. I have different programs for the rising light worker, and it's called the abundant light worker. And for the professional or people who want to work and be of service, then I do have the professional and leading lightworker. Bianca is asking, what's the name? So I'm wondering, what's the name of what? If you're looking to connect to my group on Facebook, either send me a DM and I'll send you the link. If not, I do invite you to join. You have like free activations every week, exactly as we had today, different topic, but it's always a topic that is talking to your light working essence within you, healers. And that is called the Abundant and Aligned Light Workers. This is a Facebook group. Now, if you want to work more precisely and develop your intuitive powers, just contact me. Actually, I can share it here. Contact me and book it. Just send me a DM or book a call with me, and we will really talk about your own experience, your own evolution, what you have learned so far, what you're experiencing right now, what is your vision. And I could call myself a coach, but it's more than that, because we're channeling, and I'm not channeling for you, I'm channeling with you. So it means that whatever I receive coming from your higher self and higher energies and all the guys working with you, or actually you are going to actually see it for yourself. You are just working with me unlocks your intuitive powers right away, whatever you're ready to work with, whatever you're ready to develop right now. So I hope to work very soon with you. More is to come. Podcasts are coming, and there will be a masterclass. I'm delaying it because me too. I needed to process a few things, but it will come. It will come very soon. It will be probably over 1 or 2 days. So as soon as I have the dates, I'm sharing this with you, and we will definitely help you develop your intuitive powers. Love to everyone, as Nina would say. I'm sending you lots of hugs, and I'll see you very, very soon. And again, ask me any questions if you have any, live or as a replay. Sending you all my love. Bye-bye, guys.